my friends. It is fantastic to be with you again today. So yesterday I told you we would talk about another miracle, and here it comes. So today I want you to go to Matthew 14, verses 22 through 33. You can go ahead and read those right now if you'd like, but let me tell you the story. So today we find Jesus. He has fed all those 10,000 people yesterday, and he is again getting a little tired. All this hard work is making him tired. So this time he decides he will send his disciples out onto the lake in the boat, and he will go up into the hills and he'll pray. You remember earlier we talked about how prayer is a great way to talk to God, our best friend. So Jesus goes up into the hills to talk to God, who is his Father. And as he's up in the hills, it starts to get really late. And he looks out onto the lake and he sees that his disciples are really struggling. Their boat is going along and they're rowing really hard, but the problem is there's a wind. It's blowing the other direction, and the disciples aren't going anywhere. They're kind of stuck. So Jesus, as he always does, takes care of the disciples. He comes down out of the hills and he walks to the side of the lake, and then he performs his miracle. Jesus walks on the water towards the ship. Let me stop right there and say, absolutely none of us should ever try to walk on the water. This is a miracle. Don't try to do that yourself. Okay, so now we're back. Jesus is walking across the water to the ship where the disciples are. And the disciples look out and they are afraid. They see this thing coming towards them and they think, oh, I think it's a ghost. What else could walk on the water? Peter looks again and he says, wait a minute. That could be Jesus. And he stands up tall and says, Jesus, if that is you, tell me to walk on this water and come to you. And Jesus yells back, Peter, come to me. So Peter climbs out of the boat and stands on the water and begins to walk across the water to Jesus. And all of a sudden, Peter looks around and thinks, wait a minute, I can't do this. He forgets that it's Jesus' miracle, that's Jesus that's allowing him to do this. And he says, I can't do this. And he begins to sink down into the water. And then he yells, Jesus, save me. And Jesus reaches down and saves Peter. He picks him up out of the water and he puts him into the boat. And then Jesus climbs into the boat with his disciples. And then something amazing happens. These disciples who have been on the journey with Jesus, just like we have been on this journey with Jesus, fall to their knees and say, Jesus, you are the Son of God. So today, let's take a moment and think, Jesus, you are the Son of God. Let's all pray. Dear Jesus, thank you for the miracle of walking on the water. Thank you for saving Peter, and thank you, dear Jesus, for saving us. Please help us today to say, you, Jesus, are God. Amen. Have a great day. We'll see you all tomorrow.